It is Saturday, July 4th, and this is a special edition of CONCACAF Video Signals. Today on Video Signals, the Gold Cup kicked off last night at a filled-to-capacity Home Depot Center as Canada and El Salvador got the tournament off to a rousing start. We'll take a look at the Group A games. Also, we'll preview Group B. Then we'll take a short jaunt around the Confederation and complete the show with the CONCACAF quiz. Let's get right to the Gold Cup, where last night the Home Depot Center in Carson, California rocked with excitement as Canada and El Salvador came away victorious. In the opener, a stunning 75th-minute strike from Ali Gerba off a pinpoint cross from Mike Lukowski propelled Canada to a 1-0 win over Jamaica. It was the second ever Gold Cup meeting between them. The first one was played on the same exact day 18 years ago, a 3-2 win for the Maple Leafs. The goal was Gerba's fourth in his last 3 games for Canada, and his fourth ever in the Gold Cup. Goalkeeping dominated as both Canada's Greg Sutton and Donovan Ricketts of Jamaica produced several dramatic saves, especially in the second half. In the nightcap, El Salvador pleased its large crowd of supporters and charged to the top of the Group A table, beating Costa Rica 2-1 with an 86th-minute goal from Osael Romero. It was Romero's second of the evening, adding to his 20th-minute tally that put El Salvador ahead. Costa Rica equalized in the 64th through Warren Granados, but it could not contain a determined El Salvador that ended a 4-game losing streak to its Central American neighbor. The loss meant that the Ticos are winless in 6 of their last 7 Gold Cup games. For Romero, his 2-goal performance was a first for the Salvadorians at the Gold Cup since Raul Diaz Arce did it in a 3-2 win over Trinidad and Tobago in 1996. After one round, El Salvador is in first place, followed by Canada. Group B begins today with a doubleheader at Quest Field in Seattle, Washington. In the opener, Honduras takes on Haiti. In its last 5 games, Honduras is 3-1-1 and has not conceded a goal in 203 minutes. Carlos Cosli is Honduras' player to watch. The soon-to-be 27-year-old forward tops Honduras with 4 goals in qualifying for South Africa 2010. The Catrachos have only 1 win in their last 6 Gold Cup openers. Haiti is winless in its last 5 games, including a disappointing 2-1 loss against Syria on June 27th in Montreal, Canada. Franz Bertan is definitely one to keep an eye on. The well-traveled defender/midfielder plays for OFI Crete in Greece. He led Haiti in minutes played in 2010 WCQs. This will be the first ever Gold Cup meeting between Honduras and Haiti. In the evening's second game, Caribbean Championship runner-up Grenada squares off against 2-time defending champion USA. The Americans are aiming to become the first team since Mexico in 1998 to win 3 straight Gold Cups. Grenada has 1 win, 2 ties, and 2 losses in its last 5 games, and tied visiting Antigua 2-2 in a friendly on June 28th. British-born 29-year-old striker Delroy Facey of England's Notts County has agreed to play for the country of his ancestry and may make his competitive debut tonight. Grenada will need him. Blackburn Rovers forward Jason Roberts is not on the roster. Though the U.S. is bringing a relatively inexperienced squad to the Gold Cup, they still have plenty of talent on the roster. After finishing as runner-up to Brazil in the recently completed Confederations Cup, the Stars and Stripes look towards dynamic forward Charlie Davies for continuity. The Hammarby of Sweden striker scored against Egypt in the key Confederations Cup game. The U.S. has never lost in group play at the Gold Cup, winning 21 of 22 games. Though the U.S. and Grenada have never met in the Gold Cup, they played 2 World Cup qualifying games in 2004. The U.S. won both by scores of 3-0 and 3-2. Watch Video Signals tomorrow for the Group C preview. Now let's take a look at what's happening around CONCACAF. At the Futsal Grand Prix yesterday in Brazil, Guatemala lost to Argentina 3-0, while Costa Rica won again, this time a 5-2 victory over Hungary. In more placement phase games today, the Ticos meet Venezuela and Guatemala faces Paraguay. And that completes our very brief trip around the Confederation. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you can name the only team in Gold Cup history to have never lost a game in the competition. Thanks to everyone who replied. The correct answer is South Africa. The 2005 special invitee had a 1-win, 3-tie record. Its quarterfinal game against Panama ended in a 1-1 tie, and the Central Americans advanced on penalty kicks. Thus, that game goes down officially in the record books as a draw. For today's question, we stay with the Gold Cup. Landon Donovan is the USA's all-time leading Gold Cup scorer with 12 goals. Who is second on the USA Gold Cup goal list? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to videosignals@concacaf.org by 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. All those answering correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest where the winner will receive a CONCACAF prize. Well, that's all for today. We will have another special edition of the show tomorrow. Thanks for joining us at Video Signals, your source for CONCACAF news.